Let's just be real about this. Mercury retrograde sucks. It sucks. It doesn't have to suck, but it kind of can. What even is Mercury retrograde? It's something that gets tossed around a lot. Astrologers talk about it. It happens 3 times a year, but it's not just astrologers anymore. Like this is coming through in the general collective. People mention it and they reference it, okay? And what does it mean? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what happens, how it works, the astrological meaning, and what you can do to sort of turn around the Mercury retrograde blues into something that can take you to the next level. Now, first of all, I'm going to take you back in time. We're going to get in our DeLorean and we're going back to July 13th, 1985, London, Wembley Stadium. We are going to Live Aid, my friend, and it is packed. Gosh, there's a sea of people. Look at that. We are in this stadium with 72,000 people. We're here to see Queen and a bunch of other amazing artists, but mostly Queen, obviously.
Pleasure to introduce the next combo, who are Her Majesty! Queen!
This is going to be the concert of the year, right? It's 1985. They did a lot of things for raising money for famine relief, and this is a biggie. So not only is it in Wembley Stadium in London, but there's satellites that are going to another stage that's in Philadelphia, and there's 1.5 billion people watching this live. That's why they called it Live Aid. Now, we're talking about 1985 technology, okay? Oh, time for some guitar. Oh my gosh, look at those shorts. 85, huh? Shorts were miniature. And 1985 technology is not like what we have today. It's much more challenging to do the satellites and all that stuff. So that being said, think about this massive concert, the biggest names in music, and behind the scenes, everything is going wrong. It's on the edge of collapse.
This is our spare lead vocal mic, Constable.
Spare lead vocal mic.
Sorry to interrupt.
Why? It's smack dab in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. It's in full swing, and everything that could go wrong does go wrong. Mercury retrograde, what is this? It's basically an optical illusion where it looks like Mercury is going backwards in the sky, but obviously it's not. It's all from our geocentric perspective. We're seeing things on Earth. And so it's kind of like the way it looks like when you pass somebody on the freeway and you're going faster than them and they look like they're going in reverse, but they're not, just an optical illusion. That's what a Mercury retrograde actually is. Why does that happen? Because Mercury goes so much faster than the Earth. It goes around the sun in 88 days. It's his little buddy. It's like the sun's little Gilligan. They hang out together, they stay together, they're very close, very close. And Mercury is the messenger of the sun. The sun tells Mercury things and Mercury goes out and communicates them. That's the analogy. Because of this differentiation between Earth, which takes 365 days, versus Mercury that orbits the sun every 88 days, 3 or 4 times a year we get a Mercury retrograde, where this is what it looks like is happening. So in astrology, Mercury represents our communication, our speaking, our writing, our technology, our messaging. And that is what usually goes wrong. The email doesn't send, or the phone call doesn't go through, or you send a text to a group that you didn't mean to send it to. Like maybe it was a private text for your partner or something. That could get awkward. Our lives are so integrated with technology in our modern times that it can really be a big deal if something like that goes wrong. Mercury also rules travel, short distance travel, trips, transportation. So oftentimes a Mercury retrograde will affect that. It's a good idea not to necessarily make the travel plans during Mercury retrograde if you can help it. It can lead to some, mistakes, or maybe the thing doesn't go through or whatever. It can be some technological issues there. Anyway, the other thing that Mercury represents in astrology is thinking and learning. That's our problem solving, decision making, processing information, any kind of communication. So that's where we can get lost in translation kind of moments. That was a good movie, Lost in Translation, but it's a little creepy, right? Some creepiness to it with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. It was still a good movie. Japan's awesome. Yeah, stay focused. During a Mercury retrograde, these are the things that tend to happen: confusion, disruption, such as misunderstandings, miscommunications, delays, travel mishaps, tech issues, not sending the thing, not seeing the things on paper that you have to sign. The docu-signs could go wrong. From forgetfulness or being in a mental fog or having to retrace your thoughts. It depends on where it is in your chart. So Mercury retrograde tends to go 3 times in a certain elemental sign. So it'll be all fire, or it'll be all air, or all earth, or all water. It's kind of cool like that. I kind of like that about Mercury retrograde. Back in time again, we're at Live Aid. This is what's going on. There is a monitor that breaks during sound check. So Freddie Mercury's singing his little heart out and then all of a sudden into silence. That's not good. A truck carrying U2's equipment, all the stuff they need to perform, gets stuck in the mud 20 miles away. A satellite feed, man, those old satellites, remember them? They were just enormous. It crashes mid-performance while David Bowie is singing, and so just into dead air. And in Philadelphia, a wet stage shorts an amp, and that leaves Bono scrambling. I don't know how he felt about that, but probably would pretty freaked out if there's electricity on the stage with water. That's not good. Anyway, everywhere in both locations and the satellite connecting everything, stuff's going wrong. Stalling, breaking, glitching, and it's just absolute chaos. So the crew members in the back are trying to swap the fuses. There's runners dashing around, catching the missing microphones, getting new microphones. Producers are barking frantically, patching the satellite feed. 1.5 billion in 85. That's a lot of people. So there's these delays and stuff, right? And then there's Freddie Mercury, the lead singer of Queen, who has been battling a sore throat all week, a throat bug, basically. And he's expected to go out and be Freddie Mercury, perform at top level. And he's kind of exhausted. It's intense. It's high pressure. Imagine 1.5 billion people, not to mention 72,000 live. They look like this sea anemone is what it looks like. And it's wild to see all those people together. Because of all these delays, he has some time to think about it. And out of nowhere, he decides to change the set list. And last minute, he changes the opening to Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the beginning. It's vocally challenging to hit those notes. And what I love about this is that even though everything's gone wrong, this Virgo guy, he decides to just go with his best. Let's start off with the best thing we got. By the time they go on stage at 6:41 p.m., the fuse is clicked into place, the truck is rolled in, and U2's got their stuff wherever they are, and the satellite has been patched through. Dang, the noise of that crowd. Look at them, there they go. You did it. He enters the stage, sits down at the piano, and he does what he does best, man. So good. Everybody starts singing along. It pulls everybody into the moment. All these glitches, the chaos, the near disaster, none of it matters, and the audience doesn't even know about it. It's just them and the music. Hey. Key change. Nice. Dang. I like it too. And absolute mastery. That was good. Across the board, everything falls into place. This technology, it could have destroyed everything. And there's a lot riding on it, right? $127 million for famine was raised during this concert. And if you think about that, that's 1985, 127 million. So for 2025, what is that? $1 trillion for inflation? I don't know. It's not that bad, but it's a lot. It's a lot. By the time we get to the end of their set, back to the piano, full circle moment. They're singing "We Are the Champions," and the whole stadium erupts. It is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It is a moment. If you've ever been at a concert where everybody's singing along like that, you just know, you feel it. It's like it's some energetic that's beyond words. That is a memorable moment. It's one of the most legendary live performances of all time, and it's an unforgettable triumph. Nothing stopped this from going on, even though there were all these little technology glitches. Everybody wins when you don't give up. That's really the beauty of a Mercury retrograde. It's a chance to go back, to face what's unfinished, to come back stronger than before, to not let things stop you or slow you down. Yes! It's just so fun to just imagine yourself being there, put yourself in that moment. Hey, can you not love this dude? The best. Just knowing behind the scenes so many things that were going wrong and how you would never even know it. We returned the DeLorean to Marty McFly and Doc, and that was fun. I hope you had a good time too. I like you just the way you are, and I will talk to you next time.